Hey y'all, it's Rady V and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, hey sis, welcome back. Okay, so today, as the title explains, we're gonna be talking about Virgos, okay? Because it is Virgo season and I, yes, am gang. So if you have a sister, brother, cousin, if you're a Virgo, if you're dating a Virgo, if your ex was a Virgo, if your mom was a Virgo, coworker, boss, whatever, and you're wondering like, why y'all be acting like that? Stay tuned, keep watching this video because I'm gonna explain and let you in to the mind of a Virgo. So it is officially a Virgo season.
Do it like it's my B-day. That's right. Do it like it's my B-day.
And I couldn't be more excited because that's my season. So this video is not going to be super duper booky or like scientific. This is like the mind of a Virgo, like how we really think. I have not read any books. I have not done any formal zodiac horoscope studying. This is all just from observation and self-experience from me being a Virgo. So I've been seeing a lot of Virgo slander and I'm like, why don't people like us? And then it dawned on me, like, people probably don't like Virgos because they don't understand Virgos, one. Two, people probably don't like us because we're really hard to run game on. This video, I basically wanted to let you guys into the mind of a Virgo. Okay, so stereotypically, what do we know about Virgos? Okay, first of all, if you don't know what a Virgo is, okay, we're earth sign, we're the mutable earth sign, meaning we're very go with the flow, very chill, mutable. Like you want to do this? Sure. You want to do that? Sure. If you're with a Virgo, let's say you're in a car and it's three of y'all and it's like maybe like a Taurus, maybe like an Aquarius and a Virgo. And then the topic is where we going to go eat. Like the Taurus is going to have a clear defined place they want to go eat. They're going to get an attitude if they don't go there. They're going to, really want to go to that place. The Aquarius, same thing. They're going to try to convince everybody and talk their way into getting everybody in the car to want to go where they want to go. And the Virgo is going to be like, I don't really care. Like, I'm not really tripping. Like, that's the Virgo. So the symbol is the Virgin. Don't think of a virgin like prude. I think they should have titled it The Maiden, like a young, happy girl, like a young, jovial girl, like learning the world and like, maybe like a 16 or 17-year-old girl who like, she thinks she knows everything, but she's very smart. She makes good decisions, like that kind of version. You know how like that, okay, first of all, I don't mean to give y'all a history lesson, but y'all know it's me. I'm gonna give y'all some kind of history lesson. Zodiacs and all that was made like way back in the day. So when you're thinking of these archetypes, you have to think of it from an old English type of mindset. So the Virgin back in the day was the woman everybody wanted, the young sweet lady that all the men wanted a virgin, you know what I mean? So when you think of the Virgin, think of it in like an old-timey kind of way, old-timey definition of it, because that's a better idea of how we are. So, okay. Stereotypical. We're perfectionists. We're very neat. We can come off, as some people say, robotic. We come off judgmental, heartless, cold. What else have I heard? Oh, we know it all. We think we know everything. It takes us a long time to warm up to people. We don't have many friends. And I want to go over each and every one of those and explain why you guys probably feel we're like that. So there's actually two types of Virgos. There's the really, really neat Virgos who are like physically neat. Their house is pristine. You won't find a speck of dust. And then there's the junky Virgos who are still neat, but it's like in their mind. Like we still know where everything is at, but it just hasn't really manifested. I'm number two. Like I'm the crazy chaotic Virgo, but my mind and my thoughts are very much so in order. Okay, so like about the know-it-all thing, I really wanted to touch on that because I feel like that one is actually true, but I wanted to explain why it's true. Like, okay, so for example, we are very we're very like aware type of people. Like we do pay attention to details. We're looking at the little things. Okay, so for example, like if we're drinking an orange juice, right? Let's say we're drinking a soda or an orange juice. Like we're drinking it and then we'll literally like read the back of the label. Like that's a very Virgo-ish thing. Like we'll read the ingredient list. We'll read where the manufacturing plant is. We will read the actual expiration date. So, okay, boom. So 3 days later, when we're in a conversation with somebody at work or with your partner, your homegirls, and somebody says, oh, I need to go get me a Sprite. Did you know Sprite was manufactured at the Coca-Cola factory or something like that? A Virgo will be like, no, actually, Sprite is owned by Coca-Cola, but it's actually manufactured in its own plant. I'm just making this up. I don't know if it's true. But it's like, I don't know everything. We don't think we know everything. It's just, we paid attention to details, or we watched a documentary, or we read the back of a can. So we just know a lot of random facts. Like if you ever been around a Virgo, it's like, it seems like they're always correcting you or fact checking you because we really do know a lot of shit. We really do know a lot of shit. And even like in a more esoteric sense, like Virgos, our life path is really sped up. So by the time a Virgo is 21, she's already lived the life of a regular, 30, 40-year-old sometimes. We go through a lot of shit really, really fast at a young age. I don't know how. It's like we just know things, and we are not trying to correct you to embarrass you. We love you. If you're being corrected by a Virgo, they like you. Because usually, I'm going to tell you how I'm letting you into a Virgo's mind. If we just let you be wrong, we're thinking to ourselves, this person is an idiot. They're totally wrong, but I don't care. Just let them be wrong. And we'll let you have it. Like a Virgo's not going to argue back and forth with you about, I'm right. I'm right. Like we don't care. Like we know you're wrong. And if we don't love you, in our mind, we'll just be like, this person's an idiot and they're wrong. But if a Virgo actually tries to correct you, that means they love you because they don't want you to go embarrass yourself in front of other people, like thinking that you know something and you're wrong. So because I love you, I need to correct you and tell you that you're wrong so that you don't go embarrass yourself thinking that you know what you're talking about in front of someone else. And how do I know? Well, I watched a documentary when I stayed up till 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Overthinking. One time I was scrolling and I watched a documentary about where socks came from. That is some Virgo ass shit. That is the type of things that we do. Yes. We read a book on the first person to ever eat chocolate. Like just the most random things you could ever think of. Like where Virgos, I know it's crazy. I'm letting you into our mind for real. Virgos have either read a book on it, saw a documentary on it, learned from somebody else who's an expert on it and asked them questions, have been through it. Like we have a lot of information. A Virgo and any other sign can go through the same exact experience, and a Virgo will get like 20 times more out of it because they were paying attention. They were reading everything there. Let's say it's like like school. Like most people are just trying to get the work done. Like just what's the answer to number 6? What's the answer to number 7? Like a Virgo, no. Like we actually enjoy reading the paragraph, like in actually answering the questions. Like we find pleasure in that because our minds are like computers. So it's like it's fun to like do puzzles, and like a Virgo child might like to do puzzles and games rather than sports. Like we're mind type people. If you're dating a Virgo or if you live with a Virgo, we are very private people. We do not like unwanted visitors coming in and out. Like that will drive a Virgo insane. Do not tell our personal business. Nobody likes that, but a Virgo in particular, that's a extreme no-no. Like do not tell a Virgo's personal business. Trust me, they will hate you forever. We're very good with words. Like I said, we like to read and we like a speech. Virgos probably use big words because again, we're big readers. So don't try to wordplay a Virgo. A Virgo will wordplay you, but don't try to wordplay a Virgo. For example, like if, let's say you're dating a Virgo, right? You're a man, you're dating a Virgo woman, and she asks you, hey, let's go out Friday night. And then you say, okay, well, what do you want to do? And she says, oh, let's go to dinner and a movie. And you say something like, oh, I might be able to do that. Like, she's going to be like, what you mean might? Like the words, you gotta watch the words. And you can be like, no, we're gonna do that. And she's like, okay. So we are gonna do it, or we might be able to do it. Like that's a Virgo conversation. Like be precise with your words, because we're really wordsy people. So say what you mean what you say. If you say might, she's gonna be thinking, okay, well, I guess it's still up in the air. But if you say, yeah, for sure, let's do it. Okay, cool. Let's do it. A little nitpicky. You just gotta be precise. You gotta be precise with a Virgo. That's what they mean by perfectionists. We're not perfectionists. It's just we're very matter of fact type people. So is we going or is we not going? Like, whatever you're doing. All right. We're very funny. We're very funny, very sarcastic. But sometimes, and I understand what people mean when they say this, sometimes our sarcasm comes off as rude. It does, because when we like you or we're comfortable around you, we'll start making jokes. And an unevolved Virgo or like a immature Virgo might make jokes that are a little bit harsh. We do have a tendency to do that. But we love you so much, and we feel like you should know that we love you so much that we can joke with you like that. But everybody doesn't like that. A Cancer or maybe like a Libra, like they don't like that. Like, don't joke and be sarcastic with me. Like, they can't take a joke. So, and you know, like I said, some Virgos know that. If a Virgo is into like zodiacs and they understand the people they're around, or they can read the energy, they won't do that. We're not rude people. But like, if that's our homegirl, we know we can joke like that. Like, we gonna be throwing out sarcastic jokes left and right, and we're funny as hell. So be ready for that. That's very Virgo-ish in nature. Another thing that people wouldn't know about us, this is like a little insider Virgo tip. This is like a super insider tip. I can't believe I'm about to share this with you guys. Like, this is the real mind of a Virgo. When we're looking for a partner, believe it or not, we're not into looks like that. Virgos do not go for looks off rip. Like, you can't just be a dirty, ugly motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But we're not as maybe like, okay, so for example, like a Libra, a Leo, a Taurus, like you gotta be fine. Like a Taurus girl's not gonna be with no man she don't find attractive. A Libra is not going to want to be seen with somebody who others don't think is attractive. You know, a Leo, like, no, their ego will not let them be with somebody unattractive. But Virgos, like, we'll actually date, believe it or not. We will date people who aren't that good looking on the outside, because we are more focused on how do you treat me? How do you understand me mentally? Like, that's more important for us. So if we find somebody who's mentally stimulating and treats us well, they can be ugly. I know that sounds crazy. Think about Beyonce and Jay-Z. I love Jay, but I mean, that's a Virgo. Beyonce is a Virgo. People, I remember when she first got with Jay-Z, people were like, what are you doing? But I guarantee you he probably stimulates her mentally, understands her mind. Like, that's just how we are. Like, we will date somebody ugly. A Virgo will date somebody who others don't find attractive. Like, we don't care about looks, believe it or not. Now we gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. But my man, or, you know, a Virgo male, like his girl, he'll probably, a Virgo, I can't think of a perfect, Moneybagg Yo. When Moneybagg Yo, who was a Virgo, got with Ari, everybody's like, ugh, she's so ugly and da-da-da-da-da. But I bet he loves something about her. Like, we don't date for looks, and we don't care what nobody else says. The whole world could think you ugly. We still love you. Like, we don't care. That's just how we are. That's really how we are. And to go along with that, like, we can't be bought. Like, a Virgos, we're so, when it comes to dating a Virgo in particular, like, you cannot flash money around and try to get us. That will work with like a Gemini woman. That'll work with like a Libra woman. That'll work with a Leo. That'll work with a Taurus. It's not gonna work with a Virgo. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, bro. Like, what are you talking about? What are you on? What are you about? What do you have to offer? Like, we don't care about money. So much so, we'll spend money on you. Like, a Virgo will take a man, a Virgo woman will take a man on a date if they like them. A Virgo male will buy his girl a bag. Like, money does not matter to us. Like I said, that's more of like a Leo, Libra, Gemini kind of, Cancers. They like gifts, woman kind of thing. Virgos will look at your little gift like, I don't want that. Like, we're not really on that. Like, okay, thank you. Like, I could buy myself for real. Like, you can't, a Virgo woman or man cannot be bought. Like, we just can't. We're go-getters. We're go-getters. We're very patient. We're very patient. That's why a lot of people say like, I noticed that people who hate Virgos are like people who used to date Virgos and now it's always they hate their Virgo ex. You'll never hear somebody say, oh, I hate my Virgo mom, or I hate my Virgo sister, or I hate my Virgo teacher. All the slander that Virgos get comes from our exes. And let me explain this to you. This is why. Because when we're with them and we're tied into a bond, a Virgo will do anything for you. I'm telling you, she already dating your ugly ass. We ain't tripping because we like the way you talk and you make us laugh. We already will buy stuff for you because money is not an option for us. We're super loyal, super patient. So you could do dumb shit once or twice and we'll still fuck with you. But see, once you like push us to past our point, you see a different side of us. Not like a Pisces chick, or maybe like a Cancer or a Scorpio chick. They'll be in relationships where it's like break up, get back together, break up, get back together, break up, get back together, because they're emotionally bound to those relationships. Okay, a Virgo, we're not like that. Like once you're gone, you're gone. Like there's no coming back. And we're like that with friends, family. Like it's not, oh, she just needs a minute and let her cool down. No, motherfucker, ain't no cooling down. Like that's just how we are. Like we're very, like I said, matter of fact type people. So that's something that y'all really have to like understand about Virgos. I said what I said. We're like those type of people. And like, again, we're very careful about what we say. For example, like, let's say you dated a Virgo, right? You call her up and you like, hey, do you miss me? Like a Virgo won't be like, yeah, I miss you, unless they really do. Like you can't get a Virgo to say something they don't mean. We will not tell you we miss you if we don't miss you. We will not tell you I love you if we don't love you. Like words mean a lot to us. So just know if a Virgo ever did tell you that they love you or they miss you, they really did, because we will tell the truth. Do you miss me? Not really. I mean, I'm happy to hear from you, but I wasn't thinking about you till you called me right now. So people say we're bitchy. That's what they would consider bitchy. But you would rather have somebody fake it? Like, yeah, I miss you. What you want? Like, that's where that bitchy terms come from. It's not that we're bitchy. It's just that we're very matter of fact. You know, like, I'm not about to, I don't miss you. You want me to lie? No. We say what we mean. We stand on business. Trust me. People want to know, like, how do you know if a Virgo likes you? Like, how do you know? Like, if a Virgo answered the phone and is talking to you, they like you. If a Virgo reached out to you first, they're in love with you. Trust me. We don't like being bothered. We like a lot of alone time. So if you're in a Virgo's personal space or they're making time for you, they love you, because we would rather be alone. We're not the clingy, like maybe like a Pisces or a Cancer, or even like an Aries, or maybe like a Sagittarius woman. Like they like to be with their partner and they kind of got to be with somebody. Virgos are the complete opposite. I would rather be alone. So for me to be in a relationship with you, you really got to be that man. You really got to be that girl. For me to part with my alone time and my mental sanity to actually spend time with you, oh yeah, you really that one. Trust me. That's all it takes for a Virgo to like you. If they're around you, they like you. Trust me, because we would rather be alone. Another thing, this is a really good tip. So we're amplifiers, okay? I've noticed a lot of Virgos, we're mutable. So whatever the energy of the situation or the person is, we go with that and we amplify it. Oh, we turned up? Okay, we turned up. Oh, we turned down? Okay, let's turn down. Again, mutable. We go with whatever the vibe is around us. Again, same way in relationships. So if you are, and we amplify it. So if it's a little bit turned up, when a Virgo gets in there, it's going to be turned the fuck up. Okay, if it's a chill environment, a Virgo will get in there and go to sleep. Like we catch whatever vibe is around and amplify it. Okay, so with that being said, keep that same thing in mind. If you're in a relationship with a Virgo, right, and you are giving her attention, or him attention, you know, caring, loving, and just being like an overall good person, they're going to amplify it times 12. Okay, you're straightforward. You're not fucking around on them. You ain't put them through no bullshit. Oh, a Virgo will love you, baby. You finna get loved like never before. You're finna get your back rubbed. You get meals every night, foot massages. Baby, I love you. You got the most loyal partner. A Virgo will be with you, again, through brokenness, incarceration. A Virgo will hold you down through, you know, a parent's death, depression. Like a Virgo is going to stick it out if it's the part, don't miss this, if you give them the same thing back. If you give a Virgo woman or man 100%, they'll give you 1,000% back. But it works in reverse as well. Okay? It works in reverse as well. If you give Virgos a little bit of bullshit, a little cheating, a little lying, a little moving funny, oh baby, you finna get the devil. Okay? You're finna meet Lucifer, Darius Jones. I'm telling you, like, it's just not, it's not something you want to do. So if you don't want to fuck with us, let us know. Hey, you know, things aren't working out. I'm not really feeling this. I don't want to be in a relationship, whatever. Let us know, because if we catch one wrong vibe, oh baby. And we hold grudges. That is true. That is a stereotype. That is true. We hold long-term grudges. So if you fuck around on a Virgo, you might as well let the relationship go, because they're going to harp on whatever you did for the rest of the relationship. It's a bad thing. That's one of our worst qualities. Like, we harp on bad shit. It's actually probably our worst quality. We hold long-term grudges. My camera's about to die, so I got to wrap this up. But last thing, this is important as well. Be matter of fact with a Virgo. Like I said, okay, so let's say there's like a party, right? Virgos are not really like the more the merrier type of people. Like, when we're around people, like I said, we pick up energies. So if we're around a big group, let's say 6 girls, 6 people, we mute the other energies. So let's say there's like a fiery Aries, you know, a really calm Pisces, and then a stubborn ass Taurus, and then like a bossy ass Capricorn in a room, right? All these girls, let's say they went on a girl trip or something. Virgo is the mutable one. Like, think of it as like a science experiment. You got all these different chemicals. Virgo is like the water that dilutes it all. So when we're in a big group, we're making sure everyone's comfortable. If there's any like fights that arise, the Virgo will be the one to like break it up. Like, okay guys, chill out, you know, calm your ass down, Aries girl. Stop telling people what to do, Capricorn. Relax and be more flexible, Miss Taurus. And stop fucking crying, Miss Pisces. Like, that's the Virgo. Like, we're the mutable mom, managerial kind of thing. We get a bad rap for like thinking we know everything or thinking we're in charge. But it's just, we again analyze everybody else from the outside. So with that being said, it takes a lot of energy to do that. So do not like invite a Virgo to a big party without letting them know, because we have to mentally prepare. We have to physically prepare, get a lot of rest. We're not the more the merrier. The bigger the group, the worse. The smaller the group, the better. Hopefully girls that are people that we already know, like, we don't like large crowds because it's too many energies for us to try to discern, if that makes any sense. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I didn't want it to be super long. I just noticed that it was the beginning of Virgo season, so I was like, oh, I gotta make a video. So if you have any more questions, more in-depth questions about the Virgo mind, or why we do certain things, or if you had a situation or a run-in with a Virgo and you want to know like, oh, why y'all be acting like that, go ahead and leave me go ahead and leave a comment and I'll get back to you. I'm very responsive. Or you can hit me up on Instagram. If you guys don't want it to be public, you can always hit me up on Instagram. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.